I'm sorry, your call could not be connected. Frieza has been possessed by a Tuffle parasite and cannot come to his body right now. Please leave a message after the beep. Hey guys, DB right here, and I am back with yet another installment, and this time the final installment of What If Frieza Became Immortal? And yes, this is the finale to this story. And well, it's been quite a fun five-parter story, I must admit. I had a lot of fun doing this, but like all good things, it must come to an end. And what a finale I have planned for you. Now, previously, we last left the story with Frieza, more or less, having to face off with Perfect Cell, who had successfully absorbed the androids, the rebuilt androids that he just finished having cloned by Dr. Mew, and only to have them absorbed and fall victim to Cell's trickery. So with that, we have a golden Cell versus a golden Frieza, an Immortal versus a Titan, and, well, this is where things seem to have gotten from bad to worse for, well, Emperor Frieza, because, well, Dr. Mew lost control of his, Tuffle parasite, this thing that he's been working on, Lord Baby, that he's been working on under Frieza's nose the entire time, and Lord Baby is now on the loose and has more or less possessed every single member of the Frieza Force except for the Turtle Force. Now, for those of you who don't remember who the Turtle Force is, that is Master Roshi, Chi-Chi, and the Ox King, who, joined the Frieza Force after Frieza had basically enslaved planet Earth. And meanwhile, eventually, during the battle against Cell and Frieza, the, Lord Baby Parasite managed to, infiltrate Lord Frieza himself, and we now have the immortal Lord Baby Frieza. I know, Make It wasn't there. Make It wasn't there! It's okay, guys. Immortal Lord Baby Frieza cannot hurt you. At least. Hopefully, not for long. Alright. And with that, this actually led to some very close watchful eyes of Whis now having to wake up his master Beerus, Beerus the Destroyer, in order to hopefully clean up this mess. And well, this is where the story officially continues. Right? Lord Baby Frieza is having the time of his life, basically toying with a weakened Perfect Cell. After all, Cell does have Saiyan DNA, so, you know, when it comes to Lord Baby, it is exterminate, exterminate. But Baby is quite having fun, enjoying himself. In doing that, enjoying his new all-powerful body that's also immortal, so even when Perfect Cell is getting hits in and doing damage, his damage is pretty much instantly being healed and his energy restored. So, while Cell's getting weaker and weaker, running low on batteries as it were, Lord Baby Frieza is still perfectly strong and powerful, and, well, as for, Roshi, the Ox King, and Chi-Chi, they're just, trying to avoid the rest of these, Lord Baby-possessed members of the Frieza Force, and don't worry, Roshi does have a bit of a plan. He, instructs Ox King and Chi-Chi to, more or less head up to the lookout and see if he can, borrow the sacred water. I don't think I've got the water right. I don't think I've got the names of the water right. You know, the one you pour into the earth and it cleanses you of all your evil. The one they actually use on Baby in Dragon Ball GT and Garlic Jr. in the Garlic Jr. saga. You know the water I'm talking about? Yeah, that one. So while Ox King and Chi-Chi are gonna go ahead and do that, Master Roshi has to unfortunately implement his plan, a plan that he was hoping he'd never have to enact, because, well, he was actually beginning to make progress with Frieza and actually, make Frieza into a pretty chill ruler, a ruler who actually helps the less fortunate and gains their respect and gains control of the planet that way, instead of destroying inhabitants and taking them over by force and being feared. And Roshi was actually managing to more or less get through to Frieza, being his martial arts mentor. He's teaching him how to sense energy, raise his power level at will, all that stuff that Goku had learned during his time. Poor Goku. Anyways, so with that, Lord Baby Frieza is pretty much just about to do Perfect Cell in, and that is when Beerus and Whis show up. This had better be worth my time, Whis. You better not have woken me up for nothing. And Whis basically just goes, "Oh, I think you'll find this amusing, Beerus. Frieza had indeed wiped out every single Saiyan, just like you ordered him to, except now the Namekian. He eventually found planet Namek and was able to use the DragonBalls to make himself immortal." Make himself immortal? Are you kidding me? Why didn't you wake me up sooner? This isn't no time to be napping. And, well, when they eventually do arrive to Earth, Beerus is all ready for action and actually giving Lord Baby Frieza a bit of a flogging. And not that it's really doing much good, because like I said, Immortal, Frieza, Lord Baby inside, it's quite a nasty mess. And, it's also, what to do about this perfect cell creature after Beerus is done here. And the battle is quite epic, and Beerus, being the stronger of the two, eventually gets tired of playing around and using more and more of his power. He's more or less getting into the fight. This is the first time he's had to use, 70 to 80% of his power since, well, probably since ever. This new version of Frieza is, proven to be quite the handful. It's lucky that Whis woke him up when he did. And, well, after Beerus gets tired of fighting and Baby Frieza's no longer amusing, he attempts to use the Hakai on him. Now, DB Rai, what's the Hakai? Well, Hakai is the ability that all destroyers have, where they can essentially not only destroy and kill a person, but pretty much erase them from all existence. It's the same thing he used on Zamasu. And so he tries to use that on Lord Baby Frieza, but the problem is, it doesn't work. Well, why not, DB Rai? Well, according to my sources and also what I've read in the manga, the Hakai does not work on immortals or anyone who is stronger than Beerus. Now, Lord Baby Frieza is not stronger than Beerus, but he is immortal, so the Hakai is not working, and now the battle is more or less beginning to shift in Lord Baby Frieza's favor. Beerus is also beginning to tuck out. Even with Perfect Cell assisting him, they're facing against an immortal. Lord Baby Frieza is out of the reach of gods. Now, meanwhile, Ox King and Chi-Chi find Mr. Popo, and who reluctantly agrees to let them in to deliver the sacred water, even though this is really a Guardian of Earth duty, but no one has really been chosen to be the next Guardian of Earth. And, well, with that, Gigi and the Ox King, with Mr. Popo's assistant, do indeed manage to use the water to cleanse out Baby's influence in the humans, and they're able to restore everyone, with the exception of Lord Frieza. Lord Baby is not letting go of Frieza as easily as the others. Frieza is sort of writhing in pain a little bit, but ultimately, Baby's able to sort of just hold it off long enough that he doesn't have to let go. And well, with Beerus and Cell looking a little worse for wear, Beerus still has some fight left in him. This is where Master Roshi finally springs his ultimate trap on Lord Baby Frieza. You may have guessed it, Master Roshi is using the Mafuba, the evil containment wave. It has suddenly swept up Frieza, or rather, the immortal Lord Baby Frieza, and needless to say, it actually is successful. The immortal Lord Baby Frieza is sealed away in a jar. The threat is now over. Lord Beerus looks to whoever it was who casted the Mafuba. Ha! That crafty old man! Nice work, Pops! And Master Roshi just sort of doing a victory sign. And, well, with that, the threat is pretty much over. And as for Perfect Cell, who pretty much got more than what he bargained for with this fight, he doesn't really have much interest in really staying on Earth, so he's more or less going to go off into the cosmos and basically do whatever he wants to do. However, he's been warned by Beerus that if he steps too much out of line, Beerus will show up and destroy him. And well, Cell, seeing how powerful Beerus is, yeah, he's not gonna tempt the wrath of a destroyer god. And well, as for that, Whis pretty much rewards Master Roshi by pretty much offering him the role as the next destroyer, should, well, if and when it's time for Beerus to step down. And, as you know, in order to become a destroyer, you gotta accept the job. And, well, Roshi hasn't quite decided whether or not he's gonna accept the job. However, he does accept another job offer from Mr. Popo, and that is to be the Guardian of the Earth. After all, Roshi did just save the Earth. He's pretty wise, he's smart. He'd be the perfect person to take over the position that Kami left all those years ago. Popo would have maybe approached him earlier, but you know, the whole Frieza thing happened and Frieza took over the planet, and yeah, it wasn't going to happen. But now, Roshi could actually serve as a pretty well-mannered Guardian of the Earth, just, you know, just being who he is, and he did drink from the fountain of youth, so Roshi is going to be around for a very long time. And well, Chi-Chi and the Ox King are able to go back to their peaceful lives, and well, as for Beerus, he basically just wants to go back home and finish off his nap. You know what, old man, you're okay. Now, don't you be accepting that destroyer job too hastily now. If I find you trying to take my job, I will not be too happy. Whis, we're getting out of here. It's time for me to go back for a nap. I can't believe you actually wasted my time with this. This Earthling had it under control the entire time. Well, I'm sorry, my lord, but better safe than sorry, I guess. And well, Beerus and Whis take their leave, and Whis, you know, taking a packed gourmet lunch from planet Earth along with him. And as for Cell, well, going off on Earth, he pretty much decides to take over the Frieza Force and continue with you know, ruling Frieza's empire. Why not? There's a huge part of Frieza within him, and King Cold, so he might actually do a pretty good job. As long as he doesn't overstep, just like Beerus says, he should be relatively fine. And Master Roshi has filled him in with all the changes he has made with Lord Frieza, and Cell's more or less willing to abide by him. It's the least Cell can do after Roshi pretty much just saved his skin. And well, with that, the story of what if Frieza became immortal concludes. So what did you guys think? Did you enjoy this story? Did you like the ending? I suppose some people probably would have been more happy if they were able to get Baby out of Frieza and Frieza was able to continue, but I don't know, I thought this ending may have been better. Anyways, let me know in the comments. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I will see you guys again for the next What If video. Catch you later. Have a great time, guys.